guys! Hello! Welcome everyone. I want to thank you for joining in on the 5-day Whole Foods Reset. And I want to officially welcome you to the 5-day pre-kickoff video. Before I get started on the process, I need to read to you my disclaimer. This information is being provided to you for educational and informational purposes only. It is being provided to educate you about how to take care of your body and a self-help tool for your own use so that you can reach your own health goals. It's not intended to treat or cure any specific illness, and it's not to replace the guidance of a provider or a medical practitioner. This information is to be used at your own risk based on your own judgment. So if you suspect you have any kind of medical problem, I urge you to take appropriate action and seek medical attention. As you probably already know, I'm Bobbi McGrath, the owner of Be For You, LLC, my health coaching business. I became a health coach to support people with their health journey, no matter where they're at in the process. I'm passionate about educating people on how they can make big improvements in their health, one step at a time, using small daily changes that add up to big health benefits. I've struggled with my health over the last several years with hormone imbalance, joint pain, food sensitivities, and I've also supported many family members who've struggled with their health as well. I have a passion for helping people, and I want very much to help you too. So let's dive into why you're here today and watching this video. I want to talk briefly about why we need to reset our appetites on a regular basis and detox our systems. I want to go over what to expect during the reset, as well as how to prepare for the reset, and what you want to review before you actually start the reset, as well as how to transition out of the reset after the 5 days, if you choose to do so. So why is it a good idea to reset? What's the purpose of it? Detoxification is a natural process going on in the body all the time. It's something that goes on without our knowledge, and it's not something that we're really even aware that's going on. It's something we don't have to think about, kind of like breathing or a heartbeat. But we do have to pay attention to it. The liver, the lungs, the kidneys, and the skin are our body's primary detox systems. Each one of these plays a specific role in the detox process and getting rid of substances that come into our system that aren't necessary. In today's modern world, we will find additives and preservatives and artificial sweeteners and chemicals that they spray on our food. They all add up, and we're fighting an uphill battle. When our toxic load is overloaded, our bodies tend to want to go into protective mode. And when we can't eliminate it as fast as it's coming in, we end up storing it, which typically is stored in our bones, in our organs, but a lot of it is stored in our fat. And the fat tends to locate around our middle, in our waist, in our waist area. So that's what they call toxic fat. This type of fat secretes a substance that's inflammatory to our bodies and can cause joint pain, disrupt our gut lining, and cause the immune system to overreact. Issues like bloating, fatigue, migraines, food cravings, and even depression are symptoms that can creep up on us when our toxic load gets too high. The 5-day reset that you've committed to is going to give your body the break it needs to decrease the toxic load efficiently and mobilize some of the toxins so your body can eliminate them. Let's be clear, this is a very gentle program you're going to follow, and it's quick. It's not going to clean out your body, your whole body, in just 5 days, but it's going to give you the start that you need, the jump start that you need to move towards eating whole foods, eliminating processed foods, and decreasing your sugar, all of which will hopefully you'll be able to sustain after you finish this reset. So what do you need to expect during the reset? The goal for this week is to take out all the processed foods out of your diet, to add in whole grains and pump up the vegetables to help you feel fuller and lighter, as well as help you recognize the habits that you have that aren't supporting your health. For instance, mindless snacking throughout the day just out of habit, or eating too late at night. Your individual results will vary depending on primarily what you've been eating before the reset and how much you put effort into the reset. For instance, most people say they experience a reduction in cravings by the end of the 5 days, and they also maybe find that they've lost a little bit of weight, they have better digestion, more energy, and improved mental clarity, which I am all for that. You need to know that you might be a little cranky the first couple days of the experience, with less energy possibly, and even emotional release. Other people get serious cravings for certain foods. There's no doubt that you won't feel great at least as maybe possibly 3 days this week that you might not feel that great, but that's okay because that means it's working. I want to help you be prepared as possible, and I want to help you along the way. So if you're struggling in any way at all, please reach out to me and let me know so I can support you via email or cell phone or even in our Facebook group. I also recommend scheduling an hour or so to do some prep work for the week for your meals. Chopping vegetables and making maybe a few of the items ahead of time will make your week much easier before the reset starts and help you be less stressed and feel ready for the first day. So how do you prepare for the reset? The first thing to check off of your list is that you've read through all the materials, especially the handbook guide and the recipes. Once you've picked out the meals that you're making and double-checked your current grocery supply, at home you can grab your shopping list and head to the store to get your food for the week. Make sure you stock your pantry with some of the healthy items in the handbook so you have good foods that you can grab on the go. And when you're shopping, look for organic and as much as possible, and also look for things that you really are going to eat. Don't buy anything that you don't want or don't like, and especially make sure you buy smaller packages so that if you don't like it, you don't have a bunch of it left over. What to do when the reset actually starts. First, be sure that you're drinking plenty of water. Try to use clean filtered water, but skip the plastic water bottles. The goal is to drink a minimum of half of your weight in ounces per day, and you can add slices of lime and lemon and cucumber or berries to make it more enjoyable so you actually drink the water. Take some nice deep breaths in and out prior to sitting down to eat your meal to kind of relax, and make sure you sit down to eat your meal. Turn off your screens and your TVs and really try to engage with the fact that you're having a meal and you're chewing your food and enjoying it. Try to put your fork down in between your bites and eat slowly, and then only eat until you're not hungry anymore instead of eating until you're completely full. That may help you out a little bit, resetting your portion control. But you don't need to count calories and you don't need to worry about your portions. Just eat until you're satisfied. If you have time and want to be reflective at the end of the week, mark down what recipes that you liked and why you liked them. And carve out some self-care time where you actually downshift your life and take some time for yourself. Maybe read a book that you haven't been able to get to, take an Epsom salts bath. Just find some time each day and make sure that you spend just a few minutes just to yourself. Remember too to listen to your body. So if you're hungry, eat. And if you're thirsty, drink. And if you're tired and you can, take a nap. Really tune into the signals that your body's giving you so that you become more aware of the signals that it has been sending you, but you maybe were just too busy or weren't tuned in. Make sure you communicate. If you're struggling or having questions, reach out. Make sure you call me, text me. We'll be on Facebook. You can put things on Facebook in the group if you feel so, just to check and see how everybody else is doing if they're having any of the same symptoms. And lastly, if you have a medical condition, please make sure that you consult with your physician. Continue to take your medications if you're on any. And if you have any issues with prediabetes or diabetes in your blood sugar, make sure you're keeping an eye on that, because some people's blood sugar will become more stable during this period of time, and that may require less medication, or you just need to be more aware of that. Let's talk quickly about how to transition from the reset. You may, at the end of the week, be ready to keep up the routine you worked hard on for 5 days, or you may not. The main thing is that you think about what worked for you and what to keep incorporated into your daily routine that you liked. Ask yourself if you feel better or have less symptoms like bloating or joint pain, if those have lessened. And make sure if you think about it during the week, you write down a few things each day that you're journaling that you're noticing. You will look back on that and be very appreciative that you took the time to do that. Could be texting yourself. You could make notes in your phone, just any place that it's important for you to keep it and make it super simple. Check the scale. Maybe weigh yourself beforehand. Maybe measure your middle. Check the scale at the end and maybe measure yourself at the end. Whatever you want to do, but what you measure helps you decide how it impacted you and whether you had success and you met your goals or not. Also keep in mind, when you're eating, low sugar would be the best choice if you're going to continue in the reset protocol. Low sugar would be the number one tip that I would give you, is to ditch the sugar as much as you possibly can. And then gluten would be a pretty close second to that. The main thing is, after spending 5 days working hard, eating whole foods, and improving your nutrition, and hitting the weekend, you do not want to go hog wild. And you don't want to just engulf yourself with a bunch of food, because one, you're going to feel like garbage, and two, you're going to probably feel like you sabotaged yourself after you spent so much time that week working hard on eating well. You may find that your sleep has improved, that some of your symptoms like your joint pain or your skin's cleared up, or you have more mental clarity. I think it's important for you to really take the time at the end to reflect on that, because those are the things that are going to make you want to continue with the routine. And that lifestyle that you're doing these next 5 days is something that is sustainable. It's not a diet, it's a whole foods lifestyle. So that's where you can kind of decide what parts and pieces or all of it you want to incorporate into your life. Lastly, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to set your intention for the reset. Here are a few quick questions to think about as you get into your reset. What is the main purpose that you're doing the 5-day reset? Do you want more energy? Do you want to sleep better? Do you want to give up an unhealthy habit? Whatever comes to mind, imagine yourself having the results in just 5 short days. Imagine what it would be like to live a healthier, happier life. Knowing that you can imagine it makes you be able to know you can have it. And taking that feeling with you as we wrap up today is important. So write that intention down someplace, like in your phone notes or in the shopping list that you have, so you keep it in mind, in the forefront of your mind. Well, that's it for the pre-reset kickoff. Please let me know if you have any questions or need further clarifications. I am completely available to you these next 5 days. I will be sending you emails every day. I'll be checking in on Facebook in the group, but I really want to make sure that we stay connected. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, because hopefully you found some encouragement and support through this. And take care of your health this week. I can promise you that you will not regret it, and that the best thing you can do for yourself is cleanse your system and detox everything that you can out of it. And hopefully in 5 short days, you are going to feel so much better. You can do this. I know you can. Be well and be for you, and take care.